Pelicans on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now Durant. From behind the arc. And it's Shays with a rebound. Shays has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here we go. And that one drops for him.
One of the most competitive guys to ever play in the league. Ginobili built for big moments.
Right side Bane. Banked it in off the glass.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Ginobili. Durant pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy to count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Bane, no good.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Maxey. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth. Here's West. Rebound by Sacramento. Shays has got rebound number 7 tonight. Now here's Maxey. He's closely guarded. No good with a layup. New Orleans leading by 6. Here's West to the paint. Pass to Nowitzki. Now here's Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
Kevin has been around the league a long time, so super smart around the basket to rise up and finish.
Maxey on the wing. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Bane. For 3, Durant. Pure from three-point range. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Left side Bane. Inside. Harris. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
KD, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We contested shots. They hit some tough ones early on. And I think in a pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment. And we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, KD.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now to present our player of the game.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday. Night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a match. Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. They've got Mobley. Lever is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Hagan in at the 3 slot. Here's Lever. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Allen for the 3. Mobley with the rebound. Here's Hagan. He's guarded by Williams. Now here's Lever. Clock at 6. Here's Hagan. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Duncan. Allen against Wade. Tries the spin move. Allen's shot is off.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Hagan. Jokic a screen. For the three. A nice shot by Hagan.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Bowen. Bangs home the trifecta.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Lever. Mobley the pass to Jokic. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
First one falls for him.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
And Jokic drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Duncan outside. Allen for the three, and the Nets another three.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
Lever passes to Jokic. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Duncan. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Williams looking around. And there's the call on Fat Lever. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Jokic inside. Duncan defending. Fades back. And it's Jokic missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team hype. Now on the court, it's your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear you. T-shirts, T-shirts, T-shirts. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. Fifth best, the Nets.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
On defense, the Nets, they trail by 1. Lever kicks to Wade. 6 to shoot. Hagan can't hit.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Mobley outside. Lever with a screen for Mobley. Wade outside. Over Bowen. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And Wade's shot selection really impresses me. Understands his strengths and recognizes when to take that jumper.
Allen finds Duncan. Now here's Williams. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. From outside the arc, Hagan can't hit.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Williams against Mobley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Mobley. The Nets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Williams. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Wallace. And he can't hit the second. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
And the shot goes down.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Allen. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And already they take out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Harper the pass to Mobley. Here's Jokic. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Duncan outside. Pass to Lively. Over in the corner, Williams. It's stolen by Wade. Outside, Harper. Now Wade. He's guarded by Williams. Mobley kicks to Batum. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Nets making a switch here. Hudson's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Walton's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Good on both. Here's Wade. 1:02 left here in the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the inside. Walton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
And the first one at the line is good. So Walton nails both of them. And it's Williams with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to Allen. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. Batum against Hudson. That shot, no good. Great tee that time from Batum. The kick out to Harper. Pass to Wade. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Batum for 3. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Williams. Allen for the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets up 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
The Nets with the lead. So for Chicago right now, Mobley is out there with Walton. Then there's Harper. Then it's Goodrich. And it's Hagan. In at the 3, the small forward.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Holds it up there for Mobley. It's stolen by Allen. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Outside Harper. shoots over Harper. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Harper.
And just one step ahead of the D there. Goodrich so crafty at getting his teammates involved.
Here's Hudson. Mobley with the block. Here's Hagan, defended by Allen. Hagan passes to Mobley. Mobley a screen on Allen. A nice shot by Hagan.
He's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
High post Allen. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Rebound by the Bulls. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed free points and just couldn't convert.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
First free throw is good. So for the Nets, Wallace comes in for Tim Duncan. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Hudson. The Bulls also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Walton. And Haywood subbed in for Mobley. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Cavaliers.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Goodrich, that's good.
And though we often talk about Harper scoring, he's just as adept at setting up his teammates.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Bowen, he's checked in for Allen. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Duncan. He'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges double team. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And in their season series against this squad last year, very lopsided in their favor. And checking out the stats for Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. That's good from Goodrich. And it's tied up with that one. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Harper dishes to Bridges. Takes it off the glass. Bridges got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice effort by Bridges. He's got that wiry strength.
Outside Harper. Pass to Jokic. Over Wallace. There's Jokic being aggressive inside.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Bowen's got 6.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense. A legit threat from beyond the arc.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that game against Indiana, that one's going to be game number 9 on the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Hagan. Carries it from 3-point range. Hagan's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he's on a good pace here from 3-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Wallace up on top. Jokic craps the miss. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Harper against Harper. Goodrich kicks to Harper. Picked by Haywood. Lock at 6. Harper the pass to Haywood. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Brooklyn's gone to the 3-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. At the top of the key, Wallace. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And the bruising nature of Wallace's game, terrific at just seeking out contact.
The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wallace.
You have to admire the physical nature of Wallace's game. On both ends, he puts the power in forward.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Lively's checked in. He's off on the second. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Bridges. Back to Harper. Count that one. Harper's got 5 points so far.
Love the way Bridges moves that ball around. Always comes out of his hands crisp, on time, and on target.
Goodrich against Bridges. Now here's Goodrich. He's guarded closely. Jokic with this screen on Bridges. Clock at 4. But here's Hagan. Connects from three-point range. Hagan's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
And the Bulls making a change here. Lever's checked in. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. In third, the Nets.
And look, that stat is absolutely no fluke. It's just a matter of getting hot from long range. They are working hard to find good, open looks from the perimeter.
Bridges against Goodrich. Bridges double teamed. The shot will not fall.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Hagan passes to Lever. Now Haywood. Outside Lever. Pass to Haywood. Shot clock at 6. Jokic with his screen on Wallace. To the middle. The power of Jokic. Wow.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. So for the Nets, Tim Duncan is checked in for Wallace. And Allen subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And Chicago also making a switch. Batum's checked in. .40 seconds left here in the second. Here's Bowen. He's got 6. Pass to Harper. Screen by Duncan. That's tipped. Lever with the steal. Batum with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Hagan passes to Jokic. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Knocks it loose. Ray Allen is on the wing. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Allen's got 11 points. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, back and forth.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. our contestants.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
Can't tell too much from early numbers, but the all-star picture may be coming into focus a little. I'm definitely not surprised by these names.
Yeah, because it's just a popularity contest right now, and they haven't been playing for long.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
In a game this close, you want to attack the paint. Get yourself some easy looks. Get to the line, man. Get to the line.
Yeah, they become addicted to the jump shooting. We have seen teams win that way, but inconsistently.
And that about wraps it up.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Williams with the ball for the Nets. They lead by 1. Duncan out there with Bowen. Then it's Allen. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find him.
One shot.
And even though Fat Lever spends most of his time on the perimeter, the man is a triple-double waiting to happen. He is the complete package in terms of scoring, assisting, and rebounding. Big fella does it all.
To the inside. There's Williams. He's off on that one. Great defense that time from Lever. Chicago leading. Pass to Hagan. Puts it up there for Mobley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you could just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
Since his first day in the league, Richard, Evan Mobley has been an elite defender.
And that's why he's been compared to Hall of Famers like Kevin Garnett. But we still need to see him develop the offensive end for those comparisons, to be fair.
Count it, good.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Count that one from Mobley.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets trail by 4. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Bowen. 6 points for him. Allen shot is off.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Hagan. Brooklyn with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Back to Williams. Allen for 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Fires from 14. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bowen the pass to Allen. Down low, Duncan. It's all in by the Bulls. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lever taking his time here. Pass to Jokic. Over Wallace. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, man. It's time for the dance. Get ready to dance like
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Jokic is third.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Pass to Hudson. Lever against Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 7 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Wade passes to Hagan. Over Hudson. Hagan can't hit.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Pass to Nedolicki. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. For the finish. And it's Wade with the jam.
And once Wade grabs the steal, he is off to the races. How about that aggressiveness for a mindset?
Outside Williams. Here's Nedolicki. Covered by Mobley. Takes the three. And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hudson.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Mobley kicks to Lever. Jokic with the screen on Williams, just 5 to shoot, and he comes up with the deuce. Lever's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Hudson. Back to Williams. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Bowen. He has 6. From 15 feet away, Williams' shot is off. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Hagan. 13 points in the game. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 15 points a game, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Nets. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Nets. Harper comes in for Williams. Haywood's checked in for Chicago. Batum comes in for Dwayne Wade. It's stolen by Lever. And here we go. Fast break. Lever's got it. And Batum throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Harper the pass to Lively. And here is Bridges. He's covered by Goodrich. Bridges double team. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Harper from the arc. And that's collected by Bill Walton. The Bulls leading by 7. Pass to Lever. Goodrich with it. And it's blocked. And they hit it back. Haywood gets the bucket. Haywood's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hudson against Batum. Pass to Bridges. To the wing right side. Here's Hudson. Gets the 14-foot of the fall. Hudson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And Bridges has a nice all-around game, including knowing when to involve his teammates.
Out to the right wing. Walton the pass to Lever. Good. And it's Walton who picks up the assist. Lever's got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lever against Harper. Up top, Lively. Pass to Hudson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
That's good from Hudson. Derek Harper's checked in for Lever. And Hudson drops them both. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harper against Harper. Walton a screen on Harper. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Lively. Tim Duncan is checked in for the Nets.
Number 21, Tim Duncan.
Good. 43 seconds left to play here in the third.
First personal foul. Team second.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Over in the corner, Batum. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. Duncan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Harper against Harper. Harper the pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And Harper brings a lot of physicality to the table. Also solid at cutting the D apart with his passing.
And here is Goodrich. Walton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Two shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Walton. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Batum. Walton is out there with Mobley. And there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Ray Allen.
Has the pure athleticism. Allen gets it done inside.
Harper with a screen on Allen. Duncan with the block. surveying the D. Off target with his three.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down three before halftime.
Mobley finds Wade. Mobley sets the pick for Wade. Driving in. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the grown man strength of Wade powering his way through the contact.
And the Nets making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Lever's checked in for the Bulls.
Oh, one of the most dynamic guards in the game. Wade can do it all on offense and is also a terrific shot blocker at that position.
Duncan, the pass to Hudson. That shot is off. Great D that time from Batum. Outside Lever. He's looking for Mobley and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
To the right side. Takes a shot at the elbow. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ray Allen.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Lever, that's good.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Williams up on top. Batum grabs the miss.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Mobley. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Horrible mistake right there. I hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Bowen, he's checked in for Hudson. Chicago making a switch here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Duncan hits them both. Chicago leading by 7. Pass to Mobley. And it's Wade in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Wade selling that pump fake well. He's fantastic at getting defenders off their feet.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Wade. Both free throws good from Wade. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Williams dishes to Duncan. Inside, Allen. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Hagan. Allen defending. And shot on the way. A nice shot by Hagan. Hagan's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Williams. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Chicago leading by 7. Wade feeling it out a bit. Down low and stolen by Wallace. Outside Williams. Pass to Allen. For 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Lever against Williams. Back to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Ray Allen grabs the board. Nets trail by 7. Fires away from outside. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Hagan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Jokic. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle. Here's Duncan. Rebound by the Bulls. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Loads it up there for Mobley. Stolen by Duncan. Here's Bowen. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists now in this one. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Time to make some noise, Nets fans. As here they come back on the floor. Your Brooklyn Nets team fight. On the court, squad. I want to see them.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said nobody thought we'd be in this position right now, and we are. He said he was proud of his guys, but he also said, now go finish this thing off and get this win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lever against Williams. Here's Duncan. The 15-footer. Good. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Jokic passes to Lever. And that one is good. Lever's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. I'm not sure they expected Wallace to make that hoop, but Ben, being fearless, doesn't get phased in the big moment.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Fades and shoots. No good from Duncan. The Bulls leading by 4. Jokic kicks to Lever. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Great find by Jokic. The best passing center I've ever seen.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. To the paint. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Mobley. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Tim Duncan.
Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
To the middle, and stolen by Mobley. Jokic high post, deflects the pass. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Lever. Here's Allen. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
1-2 customer. Ray Allen, great in these situations.
And so they foul intentionally. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At the elbow, Jokic. And it's Wade with the jam.
It's Wade stepping to the plate in a huge spot. This young man embraces the spotlight.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Allen for 3. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Jokic. A rebound by the Nets. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
16 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Williams passes to Duncan. Back to Williams. Allen outside. Can't knock in the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Can't get it to fall. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean,
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter...